This was supposed to be a 4th of July recording. I got home a little late, but you know what? It is what it is. We could still celebrate a little late. I'm in the middle of moving Fallout 4 over to an SSD real quick, and then we'll get right to this, and I'll see you guys in 1 second when we're there. Okay, make sure. Alright, good, we're back. Alright, so I finished moving over Fallout 4 to an SSD. Let's hope these load times are a lot better. So because it's 4th of July, well, it is now 12:48 in the morning for the 5th of July. I just installed a fireworks gun. Hopefully a very destructive one at that. I don't want to make sure it's in here. Yep. Alright. See how fast this goes. I'll be very happy. Usually takes quite a while, and I always cut the time out. I'm going to leave the time completely in here to reload. Wow, yep, definitely took a chunk out of time. Alright, go back to where we were. Alright, so I just did something completely stupid. Now, I want something to be clear in context for this. When it comes to guns, firearms, I love my guns. Now, I was a complete idiot just a minute ago. In real life, not in the game. In real life, I was just a complete idiot. I am reloading the magazine, and I didn't take into account these are not new copper rounds. These are lead. And I have a lead round in the chamber while I'm trying to reload the magazine. So, me, as a bright one, thinking it's copper, I go and I take a magnet. Take a magnet to get a lead round out of a chamber. Okay. Now, those of you who don't know, lead is not magnetic. Copper is. At least the copper I've been around. I don't know if the copper rounds I use are fully copper. I don't know. Pretty sure you can Google whether full copper is magnetized or not. All I know is lead is not. So I'm using a magnet to try to get it out of the chamber. And it's not moving. I figure it's jammed in there pretty well. Yeah. I went ahead and said, okay, Google, is lead magnetic?
500 caps, or you ain't going.
And
We can't afford that. Please, we're just farmers trying to get home.
What do we do, boss?
Damn it. Kill him. Time's up, asshole!
Hell.
Get in there!
What you got left?
So, you were smarter than this.
For now.
Alright. Gonna talk to me now?
Excuse me.
You saved our lives. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Alright, we need to get to a chem table. Let's make us a damn firework gun. I don't know if you guys can see it. No, you guys cannot, sadly. But in the top right, I have an FPS counter, and I'm getting 160 FPS. Oh, just dropped to 48. Now 70. Okay, so I'm getting some pretty decent FPS. And I'm going to take that into account that I put this on the SSD, because I was getting around Yeah, I get that we're not alone. Man, funny as shit just happens around here. Also, I've said Hamptons a few times here. I'm surprised nobody's mentioned it in the comments, but when I say happen, I normally say it Hampton. I don't know why. Heard it's like an East Coast thing, but I've never traveled outside of California. So I don't know, but I say Hampton. Say it. Anybody else want to try? No? Alright. Also, I have no particular goal today. I'm just playing for 4th of July.
Hi.
So many guns and so little time. You just gotta buy them.
Not looking to buy right now.
There will be other customers. Always are.
I'm sure.
Don't eye the Brahmin if you got any sense.
Don't eye your Brahmin. I'm good. I will stay clear away from your Brahmin. Now your goods. Oh, I'm gonna play with your goods, alright. Oh, much better loading time, I swear. Love SSDs. I'm gonna get an Optane one. My operating system's running off one, but it's only 250 and I ain't got the space to put a game on it.
Hey, you see that big blimp? What's the Brotherhood of Steel? Why are they here?
Wow. Just got some Borderlands vibes from that mask. Totally a psycho.
That's a nice little setup. Wouldn't mind one of these at the agency. Oh, Uranium Fever. Haven't heard that song in a long time. Yeah, I used to sing that song like crazy. I am definitely not singing. So don't even ask me to, alright? Wow. Fine. Oh, so
You
it's
look
just
like you
like
could use a drink.
Come on, that's gotta be... Could've swore I just made some... hell do I use those?
Dugout Inn has got some cold ones.
Maybe I can modify this?
Shopping at night? Diamond
It's supposed to be a firework launcher.
Plus is always open.
Got fireworks on it.
You know what you're looking for? We have everything. Hour service. Only at Diamond City Surplus. Diamond City Surplus.
Let's get crazy.
24 hours. Leave the train. They're always open.
Alright. Let's
Leave the train. They're always open.
damn. You know what? No. We're doing this. I know he is, hell, kid? That's right. Killable children. I have no problem killing her. Supposed to be using a firework launcher, but thing sucks. Actually, a little sad. Who is it? Alright. Let's do what we're supposed to do. Play the game. Also, if you haven't noticed, our little NGC company logo is out at the top left. Today we have an American flag with a bald eagle on it. Alright.
Well, well. Nikki Valentine walks into my office for a change.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and hard luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
You, including your client here in that analogy? So, you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
We need help, Piper. This man named Kellogg kidnapped my baby. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute. He gave them Sean.
The Institute. Oh boy. I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
And like that would have had access. In and out.
But we both know that angle isn't going to work.
Because he's in hell. Where he belongs.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
Doesn't matter what he knew. I'd kill him again in a heartbeat.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
I got something
Jesus,
better.
Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so who's coming with you?
I have to go to the memory den either way, if I'm going to introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I'll head out with
I
Piper.
want
We'll meet you there, Nick.
Piper.
Sounds good. You two stay out of trouble. Don't worry.
I want Piper.
We're gonna get
Yep.
you a boy back.
Just made a reference.
Few more steps.
And by the way, at some point, you owe me an interview.
Give you
I want to
fucking
hear how this
interview
whole
right
story
now.
got started.
Alright. Guys, let's
Hey,
give this
Point
bitch
the
an
way.
interview.
You holding up, Blue?
why are you calling me that?
Cause you're a vault dweller? I know you're not wearing the blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and that fish out of water look, dead giveaways. So here's the deal. I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. Besides, I'm already following you around. Might as well get some quotes while we're at it.
All right, Piper. I'm in.
Good. Let's get down to business. So, I know you're from a vault. How would you describe your time on the inside?
My family and I were frozen. I didn't spend much time in the vault.
Wait, they boxed you up in a fridge? The whole time? Are you saying you were alive before the war?
Yes. I'm over 200 years old.
Oh my god. The woman out of time. So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life?
Oh, I would so put fun destroying things, but I really
Honestly,
want this a good quote.
Seeing everyone surviving out here, rebuilding the world, it gives me hope.
That's surprisingly inspired, Blue. We're definitely quoting that. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them?
No matter how much you want to give up, don't. You have to have hope that you'll see them again, or at least that you'll know the truth.
A strong note to end on, Blue. Thanks. That's everything. It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. Anyway, we should probably get going. Thanks again.
Alright guys, I'm gonna go take my character, get a change of outfit, and meet you at the memory den. Don't
Right
want to
behind
waste
ya.
your time with that one, so I'm gonna see you in a sec. Alright, we're back. That took longer than it needed to. Oh shoot, didn't even show you my new outfit. We'll do it when we spawn. That's a nice gun. I'm gonna have to get that. That's the Guilla, something like that. It's a cool fucking gun. It's a laser gun too. Well, actually, it's a rail gun or whatever the hell you want it to be. Depends on the modifications you set. I don't know though. Looks like the chamber of a laser gun, I would say. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so this is the outfit I opted for. I went back to the original vault suit, and I put a patch on the back for Anarchy. I got a medium combat set and made all ultra light. McCready's hat and some eyeglasses. Fuck up. picked some up at the little area. Yeah. How the hell did that hit you?
Really held your own there, Blue.
Piper, you must be. God. What the Or is that all I can do? Does that do anything to aid the cows? Huh. Hold on. Yep, just like real life. There we go.
I can carry something if you need me to.
Bitch, I have unlimited storage.
What is it?
Hear that? Is that you?
Suffer and bleed!
I'm gonna take this gun later. See, modify it a little bit. Found Dovahkiin's sweet roll. Oh, I need this gun. I need this gun. And I need it right now. But I don't have it right now. Because I could use that to blow this dude's head off.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
Insurance?
That's right. Insurance. Personal protection, like. You hand over everything you got in their pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Someone said they're a guest. I like it. Walk into a new place, making sure it's nice. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Yeah, I feel you.
Good. You stay cool, and you'll be part of the neighborhood. So long as you remember who's in charge.
Bet. 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 Okay, get in there, bitch.
A new player in Good Neighbor. Hello, little pawn. Welcome to our fun and games.
Nice pants.
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed to injure, maim, or kill at your discretion. Except me. I only kill when I want to.
Who? What are you?
I'm a woman, baby. Can't you tell?
You certainly look like a woman. Yes.
And that's all that matters, right? Now are you buying what I'm selling?
Sure. Let's take a look.
Murder and mayhem at a discount.
Plug it into your ass real quick. Oh, you know what? Hold on, before we go in there, let's go get a little quest real quick.
Hancock says newcomers are welcome in the third rail. Go on in.
Yeah, I know. I'll beat the shit out of you if I'm not.
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not buying that we come in peace malarkey.
Whoever this Brotherhood of Steel is, I'm not buying that we come in peace malarkey.
You there. We need to have a conversation.
Yo, nice big gold star. Did someone give you a gold star in kindergarten? You were a good boy, weren't you?
You've got my attention.
I'm always looking for people who know how to handle themselves in dangerous situations. From what I hear, you may fit the bill.
Yeah, and?
What's the job?
I don't know yet. Whatever needs to be done once my boss has had a look at you. I can assure you that it will be dangerous.
I live for danger. Where do I sign up?
I like your enthusiasm. By the way, I'm Edward Deegan. You'll mostly be working for me, but you'll need to talk to my boss first. His name is Jack Cabot. He likes to personally interview everyone I hire.
How have your eyes
He's
not
careful like that.
busted yet?
Come down to Cabot House in Beacon Hill and ask to talk to Jack. I'll let him know you're coming.
Hey,
Searching for something.
excuse me. Piper Wright.
Can't say I'm surprised to find you in a dump like this, McCready.
I was wondering how long it would take your bloodhounds to track me down, Winlock. It's been almost 3 months. Don't tell me you're getting rusty. Should we take this outside?
It ain't like that. I'm just here to deliver a message.
In case you forgot, I left the Gunners for good.
Yeah, I heard. But you're still taking jobs in the Commonwealth. That isn't going to work for us.
I don't take orders from you.
Top right of his head.
Not anymore. So why don't you take your girlfriend and walk out of here while you still can?
What? Winlock, tell me we don't have to listen to this shit.
Listen up, McCready. The only reason we haven't filled your body full of bullets is that we don't want a war with Good Neighbor. See, we respect other people's boundaries. We know how to play the game. It's something you never learned.
Glad to have disappointed you.
You can play the tough guy all you want. But if we hear you're still operating inside Gunner territory, all bets are off. You got that?
You finished?
Yeah. We're finished. Come on, Barnes.
Look, lady, if you're preaching about the atom or looking for a friend, you've got the wrong guy. If you need a hired gun, then maybe we can talk.
From what I just heard, sounds like you're out of business.
Are you kidding me? I'm not about to let a couple of Gunner rejects stay.
Sounds like you can handle yourself, but I worry about those guys throwing a wrench in the works.
If you're worried about Winlock and Barnes, don't be. They couldn't kill a squirrel with a rocket launcher. Now what about you? How do I know I won't end up with a bullet in my back?
You don't. That's part of the risk, right?
Can't argue with that. I'll tell you what. Price is 250 caps. Up front. There's no room for bargaining. What do you say?
Let me think about it.
It's not like the meter's running.
I got my girl Piper with me.
What?
You.
Another one of you mercs looking for McCready? He's in the back room.
You know what? I'm not gonna waste my time on you.
Everyone, gather around. Let's kick the breeze back.
Yeah. Pause this real quick. There we go, some copyright-free lo-fi.
Shoot the fat.
Now I know you all are doing your
Brotherhood of Steel.
Well, Mr. Valentine.
Nick,
I thought
Let's
you
go
had
talk to
forgotten
Amari.
below me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt.
Best lighting ever.
Dr. Amari?
Yes?
I take it this isn't a social call.
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse. You...
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who could make this work.
This dead brain...
Fine. I'll take it.
Right? Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocamp?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Skip to the good part, Doc.
We plugged the brain implant into Mr. Valentine, assuming he's willing to take on the risks.
Hell, why not? Plenty of room in my head anyway.
Hey, I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do
God,
this.
those eyes look so pitiful.
Fine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here.
None of this is stealing?
Excellent.
I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
Oh, well, I'll put him out of his misery.
Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
So you're telling me death isn't a good enough lock for him?
Tell me you have a way past this, Doctor.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong. We load both you and Mr. He'll act as a hook.
Sure. All right. Let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
See you on the other side.
Man, it doesn't matter what companion you're with, they always stand right there for me for some reason.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
I'll try.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location.
That's so trippy. It's not even
There.
right.
This is the earliest intact memory I can find. This doesn't seem to
Sorry
be what
guys,
we're
this
looking
isn't
for.
this isn't to sit and watch.
There
playthrough.
appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence.
The
There.
thing about happiness is,
Try that one.
you only know you had it, and it's gone. I mean, I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been
Let's
happier
keep
than she
looking.
was with me.
I'll connect you to the
Almost
next
certainly
intact
lived
memory.
longer.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg?
You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
This is the best me clip. Makes this shit so funny.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. There was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I can see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems offline.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Oh, there we go.
Override initiated. Cryogenic stasis.
Where's my sexy ass?
All computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs.
Sexy ass.
Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the
You're
hallway
dead.
at the end.
I'm coming for you.
I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. The eggheads never liked taking orders from
Found another intact
dirty,
memory.
contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me. That
Is that your son?
his whole setup in
This
Diamond
appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'll be back to normal business before too long.
I want the whole gun.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days, you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything.
What the hell?
Big
Did his
crisis
gun
this time.
still just go off?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil.
Oh, yeah.
We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
If anything like this had ever happened before, I've never heard of it. Maybe a sign that the old man was losing his grip.
Now the dude turned into a Superman. Dumbass.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance.
Nope.
Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
And don't you guys just wish something like this was real? I mean, like, it'd be cool if you could go back to
Slow
memories.
movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
I have this burning feeling inside my skull. It's like it's on fire.
That's not surprising. All the synapses in your brain.
Sure.
I injected you with a large stim pack while I was pulling you out. That should... Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
I saw Kel.
That's right. He was a human. How does that make you feel?
Convinced me I did the right thing. He was a rabid dog, and he needed to be put down.
I suppose I can't fault. We're getting off track.
Right?
The only question is, what do we...
That scientist, Kellogg, was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak. A way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Val.
Had a bubble in my throat. Made a horrible voice crack. Jeez. Alright, let's see. Forgot his name. What was his name? Anyways, this dude follows us around. He's from the railroad.
Hey, Valentine.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. That was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg. Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Mari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
I'll see you around, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me. Sounds like Ellie needs to talk to us.
How do you know you're not there? Not like we got phones. Alright, what are we coming up on? 58 minutes. Alright.
Ooh, vault suit, huh? Hell yeah.
What?
Now I
Excuse
seen
me.
a lot of crazy
Hey, ever
stuff in
been
my time,
killed to
but
be
a
killed?
flying ship?
Some fine-looking weapons.
Hey.
Your lady friend there. She's the dame who writes public occurrences, right? Good stuff.
Can't believe it.
Always did appreciate it.
He looked just like Sammy, too.
He sure as hell didn't act like him. Institute think they can replace people with synths in this town? They got another thing coming.
Bad guys.
What am I gonna tell his mother?
Excuse me.
What, you need something to take the edge off? Fred Allen, Hotel Rexford. He'll hook you up.
Running from something? Welcome home.
Yeah, I'm running from you now. Gotta make sure you can walk too. You know these scents. I come back to life. There's a mod that I need to get. Turns this place into a player home. I've never seen this before.
Only opens with a key.
Find the fucking key.
Hi.
Lady, I need to be a lot more high or a lot more drunk to be bothered right now.
Excuse me.
Vault suit, huh? Classy.
Hey there.
Oh, new face walks into my store. And you're not even screaming yet. Very polite. You let me know if anything catches your fancy.
Did you say something about people screaming at you?
That's right. Some newcomers have never seen a ghoul before. Can't handle a friendly face, I say. So you need some supplies?
Ghoul? What's a ghoul?
You're looking at one, sweetheart. Didn't have any shelter to go to when the bombs fell. Radiation's kind of the ultimate makeover. Done wonders for my skin. I look pretty good for being 220 years old. Now you buying anything?
Wait. You're 220 years old.
Okay. It's more like 270 years. But don't go blabbing that to everyone. Being a ghoul means you live a long time. You stop counting birthdays. Do you know what it's like being that old?
Actually, I do.
Well, now you're just making fun of me. If you were as old as I was, you would have been around since before the war. So let's hear it. Come on. Tell me what the world was like before the war, if you're so ancient.
I had a beautiful house. White picket fence and a lawn with the greenest grass you've ever seen. It was peaceful.
It was, wasn't it? Sorry. Last thing you want to see is an old lady tearing up. Well, you're either the most well-preserved ghoul I've ever seen, or you're the second best bullshitter and good neighbor. Ah!
It's the truth. All of it.
You know, if you haven't already, you should check out the Hotel Rexford. There's another pre-war ghoul hanging around there. Well, we should get back to business. What are you picking up?
Not now.
You rush in.
Hotel
shout.
Rexford. Took out all their eyes and it was really dark. Alright. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to quit it here because we're past an hour and 3 minutes, so I don't want to take years to upload this video. Got a horrible internet already, so. Y'all have a wonderful night. We will catch you soon.